Hello, everybody. If you're joining me from our class before, welcome back. Otherwise, I'd like to welcome our middle school students. Welcome to our OT class with Dan for today. I'm Dan. Here's our OT class. Remember, this is not to replace any existing therapy or service that you have in place. It's just a fun activity, fun class to come and get our bodies moving, learn a little bit, have some fun. Okay, everything we do is at your own risk. Please make sure you are safe. Please make sure you are careful, listening to your own body. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, okay? Do the best you can. Everything should be safe, pain-free, most important, all right? If you need to consult with your primary care physician or healthcare professional provider before, please do so, all right? Because all of these classes, I want you to be having fun, but I want you to be safe as well, all right? So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So remember, all of our activities are using home items, items that we have at home. For today, we're going to be using our notebook with paper. Remember, if you want to dedicate a notebook as an OT notebook to use for this class, that way we can keep using it. Or if you have if you have a box or a bucket or a bin, anything that you want to use as your OT box, you can use that so we can keep putting our papers and different items or materials in there that we'll be using. And throughout our different classes, we'll be using some of the things we made again. So we can put them in there and hold them, and that way we have it all together. All right, so for today, we need our paper, we need our pencil, and we also need some cups. All right, I'm using plastic cups. You can use mugs, glass, ceramic, just be careful, of course, any kind of cups. Okay, so first, from our notebook, we need 4 pieces of paper. If you were with me before and you have your paper that we used before, please uncrumble it now. Otherwise, go ahead and rip 4 pieces of paper out. We do not need to pull off our side. We just need 4 pieces of paper. All right, so please do that now. Take 4 pieces of paper. 1. I want to see you using those fingers to pull 1 piece of paper at a time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Once we have our 4 pieces of paper, now our cups. We need just 2 cups for today. Okay, let's take our 2 cups and our 4 pieces of paper. We're going to put 1 cup down on our left side, 1 cup on our right side. We're going to take 1 piece of paper and put it down like a rectangle right in the middle, nice and long. Remember, we have our hands up in the shape of an L, and we take a look. We can see which L is facing the correct direction, which L is backwards. That L is facing in the correct direction, not the one facing backwards, facing in the correct direction. That's our left side. Okay, so we have our left hand, we have our right hand, our left foot, our right foot. So let's try again. Left, right, left, right. What about arm and leg? Left, right, left, right. What about just the arms? What about just the legs? All right. Okay, now we have 3 pieces of paper. So what we're going to do is 1 paper at a time. We're going to crumble our paper. Crumble, crumble, crumble. Now we're going to do 3 big squeezes. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put our hands together and we're going to press. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, to that left hand or to one of your hands. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Both hands. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Make sure it's in the shape of a ball. We need to keep squeezing it a little bit. Go back and forth, one hand to the other. Make it a nice, tight ball. And we're going to put that into our cup on the left side. Or on one side. I guess any side is fine. But just for following along the video, I'm putting it on my left side. Next piece of paper, same thing. Crumble that paper. Okay. And we're going to squeeze 1, 2, 3. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. Both hands together. We're going to squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Both hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A few more squeezes. Get it into a ball. One hand to the other. We put it into our cup. I'm using my left cup. Okay. And our third piece of paper, same thing. Ready? Crumble. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. Both hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. A few more squeezes. Get it into a ball. Back and forth. And we put it into our cup on the left. All right. So when we have a lot, before we start any kind of work, sitting at the table, we have to focus, pay attention, learn, right? We need all of our energy to be focused through our brain into what we're doing. Okay, so sometimes it's hard to get our energy into our brain. Our energy is all throughout our body, everywhere, right? We just want to move, get around, dance, jump, play. So doing different activities where we're moving our body and exercising our body helps us to get some of that extra energy out and focus our energy into our brain so that we can focus and pay attention on whatever we need to do at the table, working, learning, studying, right? So these activities are great because they help us channel that energy. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to reach across from our body. So we're going to use our right arm. So remember, we have our right hand. We have our right leg. Let me see. Shake. Right. Okay. We're going to take that right hand, and we're going to squat down, right? We're not bending over. We're squatting down, reaching across. Okay. We're going to grab a ball. Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw it up. I want you to to clap, and then catch it. Okay. So we're going to squat and pick it up, throw it, clap, and catch. Okay. Then with our left side, right? So we have our left hand. Where's your left leg? Let me see. Okay. I'm going to take that left hand, squat down, put that ball away. Okay. Pretty good. So we're going to grab our ball, throw it, clap, and catch. Switch hands, and put it into our other cup. Okay. You guys ready? Let's do our next ones. So we go. Number 2. Make sure you stand up in between, grabbing for another ball. Number 3. Okay, now we have to get them back. We're using that left side, right? Where's your left hand? Left leg? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Reaching from our left side across our body. Same thing. Okay, stand up. Number 2. And number 3. All right, pretty easy. So we practiced crossing across our body with our arms. Now we need to do the same thing with our legs. So we're gonna do our arms and legs together. So we're gonna reach our leg and arm across, throw it, clap, catch, leg, arm, right? Leg, arm, put it down. Okay, number 2. Number 3. Okay, and back. If it's hard to catch it, you don't have to throw it very high. You can do just a little throw. Okay, make sure your eyes are on that ball. Okay, now we go back to our squat. See if you can squat a little lower. Throw, clap, catch. Squat, low, low, low. Stand up. Using your right arm, right hand. Throw, clap, catch. And put it in. Okay, number 2. Number 3. Throw, clap, catch. Squat down. Now we go back. That left arm. 1. 2. 3. And now with our leg as well. 1. 2. 3. Okay, and back. 1. 2. And 3. Okay, one more time, one last time. This time, I want to see fast on your own, and we're going to go real low with our squats and when we're using our leg. All right, when we're using our legs. Everybody ready? Right, so we have our right side. Let me see. Right, right, right. Can you shake it to the front? Can you shake it to the back? Shake it out to the right. And shake it in. Or behind your back in. What about that left side? Shake, shake, shake. And shake it to the front. Shake it to the back. Out to the left. Shake it to that right. Whoa. And around back to the right. All right, guys ready? Guys and gals, everyone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Squat, low, low, low. 1. 2. 3. Back. 1. 2. And 3. And now, arm and leg. 1. 2. 3. And back. 1. 2. And 3. All right. Okay. We can leave our cups with our balls for now. All right, and we just need our piece of paper. So with that, we can come and have a seat. Where's my pencil? Okay. So remember, it's good to do these exercises, get our bodies moving before we have to sit at a table and do work. Right? We want to get our bodies moving so we can get that energy out and help ourselves to channel our energy so that we can get our energy into our brain so we can focus and work. Whatever we have to do, study, learn, read, right? Do homework. So we want to have all our energy ready to work. All right, so now we have our paper. And now we could rip that edge off. So let's see, the hand that you want to use to rip it off, I want to challenge you to use that hand to hold and use your other hand to rip our edge off. So go ahead, do it now. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to practice some writing. First, I want to teach you numbers in sign language. Okay, so in our usual day-to-day life, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In sign language, we use one hand. Okay, so we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it on our other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try both hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, let's take our piece of paper. Before we practice writing, yesterday we were practicing pulling our paper and we let go of one finger at a time to see how it feels holding our paper with just our pointers. And we let go of the opposite to see how it feels holding our paper with just our pinkies. Okay, so I want to try to do the same thing, except this time, instead of our fingers being long, we're going to hold on with one finger at a time. So in a circle, we're going to use our thumb and our pointer. Okay, we're going to squeeze those fingers together and now pull them apart, pull the paper apart. Not too hard to rip it. Okay, now in a circle with our middle finger, we're going to squeeze those fingers together, pull our paper apart. Okay, now our ring finger on both hands. I'm going to squeeze those fingers together, pull our paper apart, and with our pinky in a circle. Squeeze those fingers together, pull the paper apart. Okay, one more with the pinky. Squeeze those pinkies together, pull our paper apart. Okay, now we switch to the ring in a circle. Squeeze those fingers together. Try to get those tips of the fingers squeezing together. Pull our paper apart. Our middle, squeeze those fingers together. Pull our paper apart. And our pointers in a circle, our fingertips, right? It's fingertips. And squeeze those fingers together and pull the paper apart. Okay, so it's just a good practice of bringing each finger to the thumb. And for working on some strength, you can squeeze there a little bit too. Okay, so when we practice our sign language numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, give us that practice. Okay, So when we're doing them on both hands, we can add a little squeeze just to work those muscles in our fingers just a tiny bit more. All right, and now we're going to take our paper. So we have our pencil, our paper. If you're working at the desk, you want to make sure one hand holds that paper down. Your writing hand has a nice grasp on the pencil with our 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, our ring and pinky are tucked in. This makes it easier for us to write, makes our hand not get tired as quickly by keeping these fingers in, makes it easier for us to write. When we're writing, we want to write from the fingers and the wrist, not from our arm, but from our fingers. Okay? So here, on our paper, on the top of our paper, first we're going to write our name. So everybody write your name now. I'm Daniel. Then, on the other side of the paper, we're writing today's date. Today is March 24th, 2020. So we're going to write March 24th, comma, 2020. Okay, now using 2 spaces, we're going to write our numbers. So see here, we have these 2 spaces. So in each 2 space, we're going to write a number. Then we're going to skip a space to write our next number. So for example, we're going to have 1, skip a space, 2, skip a space, 3. Okay, so keep going. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so our paper should look like this. Okay, so we're going to keep this paper with us because we're going to use it to write down the different movements, exercises, and other activities that we do that help us with our energy levels. Okay, and this way we can keep this list, and if we ever have to work at the table, focus, read, study, meet with the teacher, and we have a lot of energy and it's hard for us to sit and focus, we can either take a break, or before that class, before that time, we can use this list and see all our different activities, and it'll be filled with different activities that we can use to help us get our energy out and help us to focus. All right, so we're gonna write yesterday's and today's activities. So who remembers what we did yesterday? For those of us that were here yesterday we did our animal walks, and we did 2 animal walks. Which one? Who remembers? Which animal walks did we learn yesterday? Who remembers? Yell it out, yell it out. Okay, yeah, we did our alligator walk and our bear walk. Okay, so that's what we're gonna write here. We're gonna write 1, alligator. Remember, you can write it, we'll write it with our first letter uppercase and our next letter is lowercase. We're gonna write alligator and bear walk. Okay, so let's write it now. okay? We want to make sure to pay attention to not only how big we're making our letters, right? We're keeping them within these two spaces, but also how much space we put in between each letter and how much space we put in between each word. If you need, you can put a pencil in between the word to see where one word should end and another word should start, or some people use their finger as well, okay? If you run out of room here, that's okay. You can just go to the next line. If we need to use another page, that's fine also, right? So we can make it work. If you want to try writing it again, we can erase it, try to write it a little smaller, okay? But we want to just pay attention to how big we're making our letters and the space in between each letter and each word. Yesterday, we did our animal walks through our alligator and bear walk. Today, we did our, what did we do today? How would you call what we did here? What's this called? Who knows? Let me see. Let me see you guys do it. Everybody, stand up. What are we doing here? This is our squats. Okay? And this is called our skiers, right? Like skiing. Skiing. I guess it would be skiing. 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 Okay, so let's get back to our table. Let's have a seat. So we did our squats and skiing. Squat, or we can say squats and ski. And what do we do with our hands, our arms, and our legs? Did we stay on our same side? Or did we cross? Cross, right? So we did our squats and ski with crossing, okay? So let's go ahead and write that. So we have to think also, we're writing squats and ski with crossing, okay? So we need to think, how much space is it gonna take? So same thing, we'll write squats in that 2 space window. So squats. And ski with right cross. Okay, squats and ski with cross. Same thing. If it doesn't fit, we can erase some of our numbers and we could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can actually put extra spaces. So we would do 1, right? Then we would leave another space here for more words of our sentence. So we would put our 2 here, and then another space for another sentence, 3, have a space for a sentence, 4, space for a sentence, and 5. Okay? And then just on the back, we would do our 6, space, 7, space, 8, space, 9, space, and 10, space. Okay? So we could do it like that also. All right? Otherwise, that is our activity for today. So we're going to save this paper and see if you can put it either in your notebook or in your OT box. That way we can bring it for another time. And as we keep doing activities and we keep doing exercises, we'll keep filling out that list. So eventually we'll have a full list of 10 different activities. And if you ever need to use those activities, you can always refer to that list. All right, so let's review. What did we do today? So, who knows? What did we do today? Who can tell me? Everybody, shout out loud. What are some things we did today? Anybody, shout it out loud. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? Okay, so we ripped our paper, crumbled it up, practiced our squeezes, practiced pushing our hands together. Okay, then to get it into the cups, we did our squats with crossing. We did our skiers with crossing, okay? And we also added steps of throwing, catching, and clapping, right? Throw, clap, catch. Throw, clap, catch, okay? So we get to practice our crossing across our middle. We get to practice our coordination between our hands, right? Our hand and eye coordination, throwing the ball and catching. And we come over here, we practice some of our handwriting, right? And we wrote our numbers 1 through 10. And who remembers sign language 1 through 10? Let's try both hands. Ready? Can we do it quick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We practice with our paper, squeezing a little at each finger, right? And we said that this is some numbers in sign language. So one more time, what are our numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The cool thing about 2 10s is they're 2 thumbs up. So everybody, 2 dancing thumbs up. Dance, 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 dance. All right. All right, everybody. Round of applause. Good job. Yeah. All right. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the end of our class for today. Remember, this is just a supplemental class that you can come, join, get your bodies moving, learn a little bit, have some fun. It's not to replace any existing therapies or services that are in place. Okay, it's just for fun. Everything we're doing is at your own risk, so please be safe. Make sure you're paying attention to how you're feeling. Okay, we want everything to be pain-free, to be safe, be careful. Okay, we're having fun. If you need to consult with your primary care physician, healthcare provider before our class, please do so. All right, otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope everybody has an awesome rest of the day. And I'll see you guys for more tomorrow. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.